Lauren.
What made you go on the course in the first place?
I was always curious to find out how creative writing was, what was really interesting about it. So this is the reason why I intended to go to the course. And also I wanted to write a book, so I didn't know where to start, and this came into place. So I was up for it.
Has anybody here ever done any writing before?
I have, but not really creative writing. So this was good for me because I want to also write a book. So this really helped me to learn how to describe things better and how to really just get that creativity out there.
And did anybody find it like cathartic in the way you put your emotions in writing? Was that good for you?
Yeah, it was invigorating. It was just what you said. It was a way of just releasing all that energy that we had, creative-wise, and just putting it down on paper.
So we've got 1, 2, 3 people, including myself, 4, that want to write a book. You've been very quiet, so what are you going to do?
I just wanted to do something creative, because I find my job, I work with computers, it can be very boring, so I wanted to get something so I could use my creative talent, and this was really helpful to help me to start thinking about being more creative, and it actually woke me up because I think I was kind of, I just so switched on with my job that I needed something that helped me to realise that I've got some inner talent that I wasn't using, so it's been very useful.
Because I think everyone's creative in some respects. I mean, I used to write when I was younger. I used to write for children, and I intend to go back to that, but I've got a few ideas of what I'm going to do in terms of writing political novels, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I've decided that story that you just heard was the beginning of explaining the Chagustin Islanders that have been exiled from their country.
Okay.
So that was the beginning of telling that story. Yeah, and I'm hoping that if I tell the story in an everyday language, that people can actually feel, and people might actually take an interest in politics a bit more because it's actually relative.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
So if he runs another course, would you like to get out of it? Another course?
Of course.
Yeah,
I'd like to do another course. But what would you expect to have another course?
To further learning, further development of our skills and writing skills, and how he taught us how to do descriptive writing was very good. There's so much more we can learn from him. Very, very useful. There's just so many different things about writing that would be really interesting to learn.
Yeah, because this was just an introduction, just a snippet into. There's a whole lot of things there. Yeah, a whole lot of things in storytelling, creative writing. So this is just like the basics, the very beginning.
So that's what
good too.
He's kind of given us the tools to start the writing.
Yeah, but that's been very encouraging to actually get us to write and to say yes, actually start doing something every day and actually use your creative skills and actually start putting it into practice. It's been very, very useful. I've actually written 2 pieces since I've been here, so it's been quite good for me.
Because I write every single day, but I find that I write in a technical way. And whilst that's good for informing people, it wasn't creative. That part of my brain needs to wake up again.
Exactly.
That's the way I
needs
feel.
to wake up.
Yeah.
And I wrote a piece earlier this week, and someone said they said they want to know more, which is really encouraging. The way that I wrote it, it's like I read the mix of information and said, okay, well, what's the rest of it? What I missed, and I'm going to ask Eli, we all did the exercise where we had to draw a circle.
The meta map.
Yeah.
What was that about? Because I don't know what that was about, because I missed that last week.
Well, basically we had to think of a word. I thought of fame, and then 15 words that describe that object, how you feel about the object, and then from that develop the story.
Okay.
And that's the basis of all of our stories that we came back and told them about today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you think of an important object in your life and then think of descriptive words about it.
First object that came to mind, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was your object?
Pen.
Laptop.
Fame.
Ring.
Mine was the Bible.
Mobile phone with me. Yeah. Okay, so that was the object of that exercise then. And the breathing exercises.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's really relaxing.
Because it does bring you all into a space where you feel connected, and it's really good to help us put us at our ease and with one another and being able to share and actually share our ideas the way we did today and what we've been doing throughout the weeks. It's really starting that way. It's really good. It puts you in a space to be able to share and, as he said, take risks.
And how about creating that space where you can write?
That was a good thing today. That is how he was telling us how to do that, and and all the obstacles that might be around us, and how to deal with those obstacles, like namely my family. So now I can I'm going to try and use the technique that he's suggested, which is to create an area that I can write in, and just go to that area and write it. And after 21 days, hopefully I'll get that understanding.
Yeah. Okay, so has everyone got space they can write? Who was writing on the train?
Oh, I was writing on the train.
So how long's your journey?
It's about 30 minutes.
Okay.
So that's half an hour of writing every time I commute. Well, it was an hour in total because there and back. Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, doing this course, I've always wanted, because I tend to be reading a lot of factual self-help books. I've been doing that for a while. I wanted to get into reading creative. I've got a few creative books, but I haven't been reading it. But since I've done this course, I started reading The Treasure Island, and I've been reading that on the train because I thought that's been quite good. It's got short chapters, so I can read it on the train and actually get something out of it. I want to read more creative writing because I've kind of missed that. Since I've left school, I've kind of left creative writing behind, creative story, so to get back into that.
That's good. Does anybody else feel open to reading more books since they started?
Oh yes,
Yeah?
yes, I'm definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I picked up a book that I read 3/4 of because I'm really terrible. I pick up a book, I'm only 3/4 and read the other bit.
No,
Really bad. Really bad. So I've got all these unfinished books at home which have to be started again from the beginning. Yeah. So, because for me, I've got, when I looked at my bookshelf and I thought, if someone walked into this house and they looked at your bookshelf and all they'd see is a serious person. Yeah, that's all they'd see. They'd never see the creative stuff that I've got locked away and that stuff.
I'm surprised that's not how you write.
No, my brain's going round and round all the time. I think it's a release because, as I said, I was getting too technical in my writing. Too technical. I'm on a mission.
Yes, good.
So you said you were writing books for children. What age age range?
I wrote for children from, say, the ages of 4 to 12. 4 to 12. Yeah, little plays, little stories. And when I was at school, I used to love science fiction. I was one of the few girls that liked science fiction. So I used to write, and I would go to the most science fiction films where my friends would look at me like I was crazy. I don't care. If I could go to cinemas by myself, I would sit down and watch because as much as they call it science fiction, they're trying to tell you something. Yeah, and put it hidden in plain sight. And
I feel Eli was, I've been to probably about 5 different taste to creative writing classes, and this is the only one that I actually felt I'm getting something. It was an introduction, but I think it was a lot more than the introduction for me. It set me on the right pathway. I've got books, etc., all about creative writing, but nothing has got me like this course has. And I think the regular writing will make me develop better, and he introduced me to that.
And to add some more, this course actually encourages us to come out of our comfort zone, because this is actually the challenge that we encountered while coming here, and this was really great.
Yeah, he was a really good tutor and sort of, he didn't push us too much, but sort of encouraged us and helped us along.
Yeah,
So
went at a good pace.
And made us feel relaxed and feel comfortable to express our writings.
Yeah, I just like the style and the approach, and I sit in a circle doing meditation exercises, and it does help you to put you in a zone where you feel comfortable, work together and relaxed, and just able to open up and actually take risks. I think it's always telling us to take risks, and I think we all done that here. We actually all took risk and actually said how we spoke our writing into and felt safe about doing it. It was really good to be received by everyone.
It was nice to share our stories as well with each other. to come back and hear what we've done. It was good.
Yeah, I
He's a
think
brilliant
it's good
tutor.
Yeah, I think it's good for all our learning as well.
Recommend
Learning
him.
from each other.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was great.
Brilliant tutor, yeah.
Cool.